going up against the Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T. Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's got, and right away, he lost the football. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And his first carry, he loses the football. Speaking of Zeke, get this, partner, 86 yards in Week 13 against the Vikings, his lowest total since Week 2. 86 yards, that's pretty good.
And a decent portion of that came late in the game when they just wanted to hand him the ball, let him be the closer. And that shows me a guy that's figured things out early in his rookie year because a lot of the time, young runners get frustrated if the plays don't break early. He hung with it and got his yards late.
Again, it's Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Dez Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
Second down, Prescott being chased out left. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
Another phenomenal play by Dez Bryant. I would dare say that we expect him to catch the ball, even one-handed, way more than we expect him to not catch it. He works at it. He has the body type for it, those long arms, and he's so strong, and his grip is terrific. If you shake his hand, you'll find that out. One of the reasons they're able to go up and get it, they work at it incessantly. And Dez Bryant, he's one of the best in the game at doing it.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Wilson on first down. That escapes the sack. Buying time to his left. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. On 3rd down, Wilson dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Deep drop. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Okay. The story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Partner, you noted earlier on Rawls, he was up over 100 yards in Week 13, 106 and 2 touchdowns. And afterwards, his coach Pete Carroll said, he's back. Feels like Rawls is really ready to roll.
And to me, it looked like the legs were fresh. He was active and fully engaged, which tells me that during the time he was injured, he stayed with it mentally. You know, he was in the meetings. He was out on the practice field. He knew what was going on. He wasn't just starting totally cold in this one. Came back and played really well, and that's what they need, that tailback who can grind out yards.
So 2nd down, 3 yards to go now. First man through. This is the fullback reach. And the stop will come inside. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was a tremendous play by the defensive line. We always talk about leverage versus any...
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Terrell McClain able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Halfback sent in motion. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll... Cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, a lot of discussion this year from us about MVP candidates, understandably so. What about guys who maybe would be in that MVP discussion if their team was performing better?
David Johnson, the running back for Arizona, tracking for over 2,400 yards all-purpose. How about Drew Brees, tracking for another season of over 5,000 yards passing? And Luke Kuechly from Carolina. He's always in this discussion, but with his injury, that takes him out of it. But how about after he got hurt against New Orleans, the respect from everyone else in the league, the concern about his injury, that tells you about what they think of him.
Now Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And with his Seahawks defense, of course, will now be tracking how they replace Earl Thomas. You know, he had the collision in Week 13 with his teammate Cam Chancellor, broken leg. What a big loss for them.
And monster loss, because remember, Earl Thomas is maybe the best center field safety in the game. Guy covers a lot of ground and erases mistakes made by other people. And before, a couple of weeks ago, when he missed a game with a hamstring injury, he had never missed a game in the NFL. So they miss his toughness, they miss his intelligence. And he did say on social media, though, that teammate Cam Chancellor owes him a mistake because in that collision, that's how he ended up breaking his leg.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Drops it underneath for Rawls. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
1st down, this is Rawls. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Now Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They come out, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Nebraska now to send this one away following the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Hopping over the top. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Good to see Witten make that catch. In Week 13 versus Minnesota, held catchless for the first time since 2008. It was 130 straight games.
And after the game, he said it didn't matter to him, which I find hard to believe because there is a certain amount of pride.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, no kickers on the field right now, but did want to discuss Justin Tucker and how he made headlines this last week, kicking a kickoff through the uprights, and his coach suggesting, maybe in jest, that, hey, we should get a point for that. What do you think?
I like the fact that he brought it up and turned it into a topic of conversation. I'm very leery about gimmicking up the game. I like the authenticity of our game as it is. I don't want to see people getting that when all of a sudden we're aiming for the goalpost and everybody's got to go out and get this big-legged kicker who can do that and just give a point or maybe, move the starting point for the defense. No, I'm not in favor, but it's a good discussion point.
To the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, throw on first, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football as the receiver turned around. The ball greeted him.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
A second down throw for Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Prescott to throw on fourth. And this is incomplete. I want to switch gears for a second just to talk quarterbacks. We've discussed a lot of young quarterbacks being great in the league this year. Aaron Rodgers turned 33 this past week. In general, at what age do you start to say, that's tough for him to still do it under center in the NFL?
You know, that's a great question because based on what I remember from my youth and growing up in the game and observing the game, early 30s, you started to wonder a little bit about guys. But I think that number's really been extended, partner, because better nutrition, better health, these guys are taking care of themselves, and they want to play longer. They love playing. So take a look at what Tom Brady's doing now at his age. Look at what Drew Brees is doing at his age. And neither one of them has talked at all about giving up this game.
And just to be clear, Aaron, if you're listening, I was not calling you old. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Rawls. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go again with Rawls. About 3 yards there to the 27. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. DeMarcus Lawrence able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. On third down, Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And Hauschka missed it left. It's no good for Stephen Hauschka. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a second down. And quickly, they get to the line. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. And credit the tackle to Cliff Averill.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Back now in Arlington. Fresh set of downs here. They'll come out in the pistol.
Come on, let's go!
Prescott on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Second down, Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
A bullet throw, but incomplete. Colt Beasley the intended target, and it's 4th and 3.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. 1, 9, 52, 1, 9.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Complete to Jason Witten. Yeah, brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. 10th carry now for Elliott. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One man on the backfield, Elliott. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. A long drive here, play 12 coming up for the offense. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Let's go.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it brings up 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
That's caught at the 1. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Now it's Wilson. The grab made by Curse over the middle. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Lee in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. Play action. It's Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 63 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Second down following the incompletion. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. A second down throw for Prescott. He's got time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25. A big play here for Dallas. And even 60 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. A first down throw for Prescott. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
To the air again, Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Prescott now. And that will be incomplete as well. Bryce Butler, the intended receiver. And it's fourth down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Prescott to throw it. A dump off to Elliott. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes.
And got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block it.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road,